reflection. Not a reflection, sorry, the call to action.
Yeah.
Because this is what you must do today. So if you didn't take that part, then you've missed the whole thing. You've just put words in a book.
Sure.
You know, this reminds me of a land. When I just go build a little yam up and couches and this friend, it's actually someone and I'm baby, endlini yakhe, same couch, same curtain, same. And you told me, nayo ufumanisa uba ichomi yenza kuthiwa we are going out for lunch, akazufuna unxiba lo ulinde lo uba makanxiba uzawunxiba ntoni, hanza unxiba ilokhwe ahambe ke okanye unxiba ilokhwe naye wenze le hairstyle naye yokwenza le hairstyle. Ziqala kancinci ke zazo ubugqirha laa nto. I promise you ubugqirha buqala phaya.
There's an interview ka-Oprah ethetha no Gail, ne? No, ngithetha ngo-Gail.
Sure.
In this interview. So what has kept this friendship so authentic, so pure, and it's been years that you guys have been together. And her response was, the difference about Gail is that she authentically wanted everything for me. She was happy for me if I have it. You know, she would be happy for me. Uti, my advice is that anytime you come across a friend and you can sense an inch of jealousy, immediately discard that person.
When they want what you have
Uti,
for
immediately
themselves.
discard that person because it's going to grow. You're now seeing it at a seed level. It's going to grow. Uti, that's what has kept them. Uti, I could not trace any sense of jealousy. Tyler Perry in another interview says the same thing. Because you can't run away from people who would want to copy you or be jealous of you.
Yeah.
But don't bring them close.
Don't bring them close.
Yeah,
They're
if you
dangerous for you.
too much. So if you sense an inch, you run away.
Hey, mna ndicimba laa nto ndiqonda uba ne-powerful man and ubona ngezinto ezincinci noba kuthiwa sihlangu sikhona esihlangu sisendaweni ethile athi umntu uyosithenga just because I had umntu walapha efemelini mna.
Yeah.
Ndiyamfowunela ndithi, in fact ndidibene naye siyojonga ezi zihlangu. I say to her, this shoe would suit you.
Yeah.
I say to her, this shoe would suit you, my friend.
Yes.
And she says to me, it's not my style. She said, okay. The following day we went to that place. It was you, me, and your sister. We went to that place and I thought, I man, come again because and I tried that shoe on. Oh, that shoe was so beautiful on my foot. And then Saford, I posted the pictures. And she said, and I said, yes, sis, what? So there are people in this life who are going to want things because you have them.
Yes.
In case you're forgotten, I'm creating.
Sure.
When you figure out to you, this book is so beautiful, and suddenly, in case you're forgotten. Why? Because it looks good on you.
Yes.
And Abandu, they find it hard to say, hey, Mr. D, that computer looks good on you. Full stop.
That's it.
Not that computer looks good on you. Where can I get it?
Or how can I do it? You run away.
So it right, even wrong to an extent. It right, even wrong. I've heard people say, "Bana, yeah, but well." Once it well because I have it, it means uti I don't deserve it. It means you deserve it more than I. And if fanele I call right up. So meaning when no one's watching, I
you must be very dangerous. You must be very careful. You know, I always share a story of a friend of mine, Umbo, in East London. So Umbo had just put a beautiful wall.
Red wall.
No. He had
red.
I don't know, we call it marble. I don't know what he has done, that guy.
Yeah.
But he spent a lot of money in building that beautiful wall in his home, you know. And I had never seen it anywhere. You don't see cables, you don't see anything. It's just beautiful, my work of art. So I went there and he knows Kutina always celebrating. And then he said to me, Daniel, you must do the same thing at home. Tati Mamela, I love this for you. I like it that when I come to your home, I see this. I don't want it for me. I want it for you because I know how long it took you to get this. I know the investments you put together to ensure that this thing comes to pass. So I don't want you to say a duplication of it in my home. No, I love it for you. I enjoy it here. It's so beautiful here. It's unique here. You know. Later on, he understood what I was saying. You know, I went back home. He spent hundreds of thousands for that thing. Then I went to that place, I paint. I bought a packet of paint, I think 3,000, and I painted my wall red. Because that was my style. You know, so there are very few people like that here who can want something genuinely for you.
Yeah,
and be okay, but it's for you.
Yeah.
Full stop. Yo, I nabile must come and yo,
It
nabile.
just says a lot about, hey, Marcus, join me.
I love it for you.
I love it for you.
That's
Full
all.
stop.
Full stop must come.
I love it for you. Full stop.
Full stop.
Ungacaba une sleepless nights awukwazi ulala because kukho le ncwadi iphumileyo. Mna ndingayenza njani le ncwadi kanene? Ndingathi khame ke ndiyithi ndiyijonge yintoni endino uhlobo endiyenze ngalo ndizakwenza the same thing nam. Why would you steal the light?
Yeah,
Why would you steal the light of a work eyenziwe ungekho? Kabuhlungu uyithathe yenze cheapest bubble gum.
Yo.
Because uzawubonakala xa uleqa imali. Uyayibona? Ucimba izakuphathela i-riches. This book is not about riches. This book is about getting the minds of our people out of Lagata. This is about healing. This is a healing book. Also veske uthi ngoku yabona ke iyalibona ilanga limhlophe and xa limhlophe ilanga lithetha ukubana ke ngoku funeka nawe umane ukuphuma ubonakale ukuthi mntasekhaya. This is hey.
Hello you guys and welcome back to the channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, to comment, to like, and of course to share this video, guys. I had to do this video because it involves two Christian Xhosa women, you guys. Nozibele Xamgana Mayaba, you guys, and Belinda Yana Daniels, who are both Christians and authors. We did see Belinda, I think it was mid 2025 when she released a book, a Christian book called In Case You Have Forgotten. Is a daily devotional book. Of course, is based on scripture and of course the message after that. And Unozibele Xamgana Mayaba also published her book later. I think it was due to be released somewhere last week, you guys, and it's called Let Me Tell You Something by Unozibele. Now we see Belinda telling her family how somebody close to somebody not close to her rather has released a book which is a replica of the book that she has released, and she was very much shocked, you guys. Now, though she didn't mention the name of the person that had released that book, people were quick to put 1 + 1, and of course it came out as 2, and they were saying that she was accusing Nozibele Xamgana Mayaba of, copying everything that she did. Now, you guys, in the video, she is heard saying that she copied everything that I did. She tells her husband and of course her kid that do you remember how hard we worked for the book? We even went overseas to do our research, but this other person copied all of that, my hard work, my prayers, my intercession, my reading of the Bible. I thought that maybe I had something better to offer because I worked so hard, God knows. And she just came and took everything. You guys, I actually watched all of these videos that she did, and there's actually this one video whereby she speaks about people stealing other people's glory, you guys. People close to her actually stealing whatever it is that she liked, and she genuinely looked like she was very much worried, even though she didn't mention Nozibele Xamgana Mayaba's name. People were saying, how could you do that? Because we do know that Joyce Meyer and other Christian devotional books are the same. They start with a Bible verse and the message that you want to convey. They were saying that just because you put in Ephesians and then you put in the message down there and Nozipele did the same doesn't mean that she actually copied you from A to Z. It is like 100% of what they do. And you guys, let me just tell you this. I have read a lot of those books. As a matter of fact, I'm actually reading a book by John Bevere called The Awe of God. And he has Bible scriptures on those and then the messages after that. So it is pretty much, I have to say, nothing new at all. So I actually went onto Facebook. I saw that somebody decided to insert himself. Yes, you guys, not her, but himself. There is a guy called Speech who used to work for the SABC, who is a broadcaster and now has moved to Dubai. He is originally from the Eastern Cape. He decided to insert himself and defend Nozipele Xamgaira Mayaba, you guys, and she went on there and said that Nozi, please do not be worried because you didn't copy anything. And he decided to actually promote the book, telling people, let's support Unozibele because we do know that these daily devotional Bible, Christian scriptures, books, or whatever are the same. So I'm just going to go ahead and read some of the posts that he posted there on Facebook last night because it was just him going back and forth trying to drag Belinda Yana Daniels to filth with her family. Now, he started off by saying, let me tell you something. Today, we moved from talking to doing. We're placing our orders. Now, go to Nozipele Mayaba's website. And then he shared the link and buy the book. Don't bookmark it. Don't come back later. Buy it. At 6 a.m., her podcast goes live. Be there. Stream it. Share it. Let the numbers speak louder than the noise. Head over to her YouTube. Watch the ads. Let them play. That's how creators earn. That's how our support becomes tangible. We are not spectators in this moment. We are participants. Let's push this book to bestseller status. Let's remind the industry what collective support looks like. Let's set a standard that says we protect our own when they are unfairly targeted. Today we show up, today we amplify, today we support loudly and intentionally. And then after that, you guys, he went in very much personal, you guys. He said, as BWL dating someone's husband who is married, we rebrand as destiny and God's will and soulmate for foolishness. Meanwhile, who is traumatized, we send her to mental institution like she was never there and capture her kids, act as a perfect family with her kids and mind back on social media relevance and public sympathy. I act bigger with wisdom and fool people, then later be reformed and publish a book and claim plagiarism because I think I am better and the past have forgotten what I did just for vibes. Good morning, dear ones. I'm on Daniel fast. Let me finish up this bowl. No, I'm just craving. That was a speech, you guys, and personally I think it was him being very low, inserting him where he doesn't belong. Because let's not forget that in as much as he is gay, he is a man. Why should he get himself involved in these women's quarrel? He might have know whatever it is that he knows in the background, but he shouldn't have gotten involved to a point where you drag a lady as a man as much as you are gay, but do not forget that you're actually a male and not a female. That's just what I think, you guys. I think he is actually just being petty. But anyways, that's not about that. What do you think about this whole, let me tell you something, book by Unozi Yabe, and also in case you forgot, by Belinda Yana Daniels. You guys, do you think that the other copied the other, or is it just a case of just devotional books being the same. Engage your thoughts with me in the comment section down below. Also like this video, do make sure that you do share it so that you do not have to miss out whenever I try to upload a new video. Thank you so much for actually clicking and deciding on watching this one. I will definitely and surely be seeing you in the next video, and may the good Lord just continue to bless you all. Bye.